So student, we are going to understand today the Newton's universal law of gravitation. That law works in all the possible places on earth as well as on the universe. Okay, that's why that law is called as Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so first we will go through the statement of the first we will discuss, okay, and then we will write the statement for the universal law of gravitation. Okay, suppose we have an object here. So let me draw the object. Suppose we have one object, okay, and let that object be A and having mass m1. Okay, we have one more object. We have one more object over here. Okay, and let the mass of the second object be m2 and it is B and its mass is beta m2. Okay, and the distance between their center. The distance between their center, I'm just taking distance from the center from here to here. Okay, this is the distance. It is not from the center, so let me draw another line from here. This is the center. Oh, let me draw here. Okay, and the distance from here to here is, I'm just taking the D. Okay, distance from the center, I'm just taking D. Okay, so this is the D. What is D? It is the distance.
The distance between them, so mass.
Yes, between their center, between center of both the object, okay, and the force working between them means, if they are having the mass m1 and m2, means they are going to attract each other. So let the force of attraction working between them is, I'm just writing F A and FB. Okay, understood that concept, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the universal law of gravitation states that the gravitational force working between any two objects having mass is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Means product of their masses means m1 into m2 is the product of mass, and which is directly proportional to the force working between them. Okay, let first we have to write the statement, then accordingly we will describe or we will derive the mathematical formula for that. Okay, so let me write the statement first. Okay, so I'm going to write the statement first, beta. Statement. Okay, so statement of the universal law of gravitation says any two object of universe attracts having any two object of universe having mass attracts each other. Okay, and the force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of their masses, and inversely proportional to. Inversely proportional to. Inversely proportional to the mean difference between their centers, or inversely proportional to the distance between their centers. Understood that statement, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go according to the
Sir, I didn't
statement.
understand the statement.
Okay, we will understand. We are going to understand about by using that diagram. Okay. See, the force of attraction working between these two objects is directly depends on their product of masses. Means the more force, like more or mass of that object, more will be the force of attraction. Suppose you have one magnet over here. Suppose I'm just having the small magnet, the bar magnet, having north and south pole. Suppose you are having any magnetic object like piece of iron over here. Okay, so the force of attraction between them is directly proportional to the mass of their like mass product of their masses. Means if the mass of that object, like magnetic object, and that magnet will be higher, then the force of attraction will be higher, and the distance between them is less, then force of attraction will be higher. If distance is more, the force of attraction will be less, like this. Okay, understood now, Ritvik?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
so this only applies to two objects, right? If it's single, it won't work, right?
any two, yes, any two object, beta, any two object.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
So,
now
sir, I didn't understand. So, the centers of the object are connected two ways?
yes, force of attraction working between two objects means they are attracting towards each other.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, this
Okay.
can be of any force, right? Magnetic or kinetic?
It is a force of attraction which is acting between two objects, but most of the time, suppose you are having any object in your room, so that object is also attracting towards you, but you are like moving towards each other. No, because friction force is working between them, so we can't say it is the kinetic one.
Okay, sir, understood.
It is due to the mass. Okay. Okay, everyone. Now we are going to derive the
Yes,
mathematical expression for that. So mathematical expression. Mathematical expression. Okay. So according to the definition, it says force is directly proportional to the product of their masses, means m1 into m2. This is equation number 1. And it says force is inversely proportional to the square of mean distance between them. Directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of proportional to the square of distance between their centers. So I'm just taking d square, and this is the equation number 2. Both are according to the statement. According to the law. Okay, everyone. This is the first part of the statement, and this is from the second part of the statement. So see, on both equation we have force is common. So by comparing both the equation, by comparing both equation, can we write force is directly proportional to m1 into m2 and inversely proportional to the square of mean distance between them? Can we write this? Can we write?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
I'm going to convert that proportional sign into the equal sign. So I'm just solving here. So F equals to, okay, I'm just converting that. So whenever we are converting proportional sign into equal, we are multiplying with the constant.
Yes, sir.
So
G.
constant into m1 into m2 divided by d square. So that constant is for gravitation and it is represented by capital G and it is called as universal gravitational constant. It is called as universal gravitational constant and its value is what? It is G equals to
Sir, 6.67.
6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg
Square
square.
kg inverse square.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I'm just using that capital G in formula. So formula will become F equals to, F is what? It is the gravitational force or force of attraction equals to capital G into M1 into M2 divided by D square. Okay. So this is the mathematical
Okay, sir.
formula for calculating the gravitational force between any two objects. Even two objects from your room, you can calculate the force of attraction working between them.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I have one question now. So here F is the gravitational force, G is universal gravitational constant, M is mass of first object, M2 is mass of second object, and D is the distance between their centers. Okay, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I want first you have to take a screenshot. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me move that over here. Yeah, you can take a screenshot now. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have one question to you all.
Could you scroll up, sir, once?
I have
2 seconds.
okay, wait a second.
Sir, the other part, F equals to constant. Is that another formula?
Constant. No. Instead of
Is it 3
constant,
formulas, sir? Both of them separate and then you did
yes,
you
I
combine
have
them?
combined. Yes,
Okay, sir.
and I have converted that proportional sign into equal, and I got the constant, and which constant is nothing but the universal gravitational constant, which is represented by the capital G, and which I value that one. You have to remember that value always. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
Now I have one question to everyone.
Yes.
Suppose this is the study room of Ritvik. Suppose this is the study room of Ritvik. Okay. And
What?
Ritvik's study room.
Okay.
Ritvik is having one object over here with mass 1 kg and other object is over here with mass of 5 kg. Okay. So, and Ritvik is observing. Ritvik is over here. Okay, and Ritvik is observing. They have the mass, means the gravitational force is working between them. Means Ritvik thought that these objects are attracting towards each other. That means after some time, this object is going to collide with each other. Is it or not?
Yes.
But
Yes, sir.
these objects are not moving, they are stationary. Why? They have the force of attraction, but still they are not moving
Sir,
with each other. Why?
can I say, sir?
Sir, is it because they don't have an unbalanced
Sir,
force acting on them?
No.
can I
Yes.
say?
Due to
Yes.
gravitational force?
Sir, sir, because of the, sir, Sir, because of sir surroundings, sir. Surroundings, sir, gravitational force is coming, sir, from the
No,
object, sir.
no, no,
If we
no,
put it in a vacuum, sir,
no,
then the
no,
force of
no,
the
no, no,
attraction will be there, sir.
no, 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 no. Anyone can try? Anyone? Hania, can you? Shreyanvi?
Sir, because of centripetal force.
Due to
No.
gravitational force exerted by the Earth.
No, you are very close, but not correct. You are very close. Shreyanvi, can you, beta? See, question says, two objects are there in Ritvik's room, and Ritvik is observing the, see, they have mass like 1 kg and 5 kg. Means they have mass, so the force of attraction is working between them, and they do not have any obstacles between them. Means Ritvik is thinking that if these objects are attracting each other, means after some time they will collide with each other over here after some time. Is it or not? But they are not
Yes, sir.
moving, but they are not moving each other. They have force of attraction between them, but they are not moving towards them, each other. Why? This was the question. So the question is, answer is that they have kept on the surface, this object are kept on the surface. So on the surface and between the surface and object, they have the friction force. Okay, due to the gravitational force of Earth, they have friction force between the surface of Earth and that object. For both the object, they have friction force. So the magnitude of friction force is very, very higher as compared to the force of attraction working between them. Okay, the force of friction is very, very high as compared to the force of attraction between them. Okay, that's why these objects are stationary and not moving towards each other. This is the
Sir, I
answer
didn't
for that.
understand how the friction.
Sir, I have read, sir, once in the book, sir, that two object is there. Two object is
No,
there,
no, no.
and they are not colliding, sir, because of the gravitational force of environment, sir.
Suppose if these two objects, if these two objects are present on space, then they will going to attract with each other. Because
yes, sir,
yeah.
yes, sir, I'm saying only that, no, sir. That if vacuum will be there, then it will be attract because no means
Suppose
no such
we have,
environmental, sir.
okay, we'll go through that same question. Suppose Ritvik have that particular room and has created a vacuum also. Here we have the vacuum also, and still Ritvik is observing that these two objects are not moving each other because they kept on the surface. They kept on the surface, and due to the gravitational force that creates the friction force between them. Because in vacuum also the gravitational force is working. So only in vacuum that gaseous particle will not present there. So the gaseous particle which can produce the opposing force will be not there only, but still the gravitational force is working between them. Okay, that concept of the vacuum we can think about, we can think in the free fall only. Free fall. Okay, in free fall we will understand that. Everyone, you're getting the point. In free fall we will understand that, the vacuum part. Okay, Priyanshu, you got the question.
Sir, I got.
Even in vacuum the gravitational force is going to work, and due to that gravitational force, if object is kept on the surface, will create the friction, and the friction force, the magnitude is very, very high as compared to the gravitational force working between these two objects. That's why they seem stationary. Okay,
Understood.
yeah, okay. So this is the very important concept that we have gone through it. Okay, so here we have completed the gravitation, universal law of gravitation by Newton. Any doubt, beta, here? Any doubt here?